Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am filming my God of Thing for Winter Reading Challenge. If you were unaware, God of Thing for Season is a seasonal reading challenge I am doing for every season. So it's 3 months, 4 books for every month, so it's 12 books altogether, since in theory every season is 3 months. Yay! Winter starts in December. This will be my God of Thing for Season books for the next 3 months, so December, January and February. So technically I am planning my books for next year as well, which is super strange. It feels like ages until, but every time I do this I feel like the months just go by so fast, so that's fun. The challenges are not made by me. I make my best friend make them to make them more challenging, because if I make them for myself it's more like what I want to read, not like an actual challenge. At least that's what it feels like. You're welcome to join me. I will leave all the challenges down below. You don't even need to watch this video. These picks are what I will read. They are subject to change in case like circumstances does that I cannot read them, like that I don't have money for them or I change my mind because I found a better pick. So that can happen. I do also sometimes fail with my picks, that it doesn't fit the prompt after all. That has happened too. Yay. Overall, this is just like a fun, really chill thing, making me read, maybe picking up things on my shelves that's been there for a while, etc. And making me read maybe other whatever reads I maybe wouldn't have picked up. Like I would have picked them up, but not maybe at a time. Prompting me to read more different things. Like it's very different what the challenges are. Like it's never been the same thing twice, kinda, or like maybe some of them are similar to each other, but I mean like it's never been like the same theme all along. It's a very different kinds of challenges, so that's kind of fun for me to just have some challenges to tell me what to read and stuff. Yay. If you make it to VR, please tag me on like Twitter, Instagram or YouTube or whatever, because I would love to see your TBRs because it's really fun. I have seen some and it's making me smile a lot every time. So yay, let's without further ado get started on this. Cheating, because obviously I don't remember the challenges by heart. First challenge for December is called Sparkle, and it is to choose a book with a black author and a black main character with a holiday theme. And I struggle a bit with this. I feel like most holiday books, at least when I like googled, was white, which is, you know, the world we live in, stuff like that. But I did find some, so I chose to go with a book called Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. Yeah, that is my inner brain that cannot read names. And this one seems really cute. It is like the 4th book in the series, but it seems like they all are independent of each other. They don't follow the same plot. But yeah, this one seems really Christmassy. It's called Royal Holiday. Yeah, it doesn't need to be Christmas theme, by the way. It's just, it says holiday, it doesn't say what kind of holiday it needs to be inspired by. It could be any holiday. It could be Valentine's. I don't know, is that a holiday? That was like the biggest fail. Point is, it could be any holiday you celebrate, whatever. I just chose Christmas because it's December, but it could have been anything. And I hope this fits. It's an adult romance, I believe, and I don't read a lot of that, I admit. So this is another challenge that did make me choose something else. Maybe out of like, I don't think I would have picked this up like if I didn't have to find something specific for this challenge. So that was kind of fun, but also like, will I like it? I don't know. I don't know anything about the plot. Assume it's these 2 people who goes on a holiday. One of them maybe be royal because it says Royal Holiday. And yeah, I tend to not read synopses before picking up books because that's how I roll. The next challenge is called Mana and Potions. Choose a book with an indigenous representation. And the first one that popped into my mind was of course The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. And this one has been a lot of hype around like the last year. It's by a Native American author and all the characters are also Native American, and I think it's like a thriller horror book. And yeah, I just heard so many good things about it. This one I had initially planned to pick up at some point anyway, but this prompted me to do it now and I'm very, very excited for it. So these 2 I don't have physical copies of, if you couldn't tell, but I ordered them, but they haven't arrived yet. But they will probably arrive in December, so yeah, that's when I'm gonna read them, so that's the point. I'm really excited for this. I don't know the plot of it, but I just heard so many things about it and I'm really excited to have an excuse to pick it up. It was like the first one that popped into my mind, so I had to go with it. The next challenge is called Daydream and is to choose a fairy tale with a person of color main character, or fairy tale book. So I chose Song of the Crimson Fire by Julie T. Dow, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Rise of Empress series. So the first book was a retelling of The Evil Queen, the next one was a retelling of Snow White, and this one is a retelling of something, I do not know. This is great research I done beforehand. I hope this is not another fail, but point is that they're all like fairy tales. They're told in fairy tales, but in an Asian setting, like no fairy tales we know today. And it doesn't say anything specific in the challenge what kind of fairy tale it has to be. It doesn't say that it has to be an old one, it could be a new one, etc. So they're all told in like a fairy tale-esque way on purpose. So then it's a fairy tale in my book. And yeah, I just got this actually really recently, and I was just like, I will read something on my shelves because yay. Of course you could pick any kind of fairy tale, just remember that the main character has to be POC, and yeah, as I said, all the characters here are Asian, so of course they are. Yay! And the last challenge for December is called End of 2020. This one is to choose a book with an LGBT+ black main character that was released in 2020. So for this one I chose All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. This one is a memoir by this author, so it is the author writing about himself. Perfect for this prompt. I had this for a while now. I am so excited to finally read this. So yay. That's all I gotta say. I think that it's gonna be amazing. People have talked so highly about this and I cannot wait to see what I would think about it. But basically, I think they talk about life, how to grow up, being queer, being black. Cannot wait, and I think it's gonna be very emotional. So we are now in January and the first challenge is called Fingers Crossed. It is to choose a book that continues a series that you have started, or if you have not started any series, then start a new one. Oops, that was a message sound. So I am in the middle of a lot of series. I have certain goals for 2021, so there's a reason I like picked this at once. But yeah, I will talk about it in another goals for 2021 video, probably in the end of December somewhere. But yay, I picked for this Crossroads of Twilight by Robert Jordan. This one is the 10th book in the Wheel of Time series, and 2021 is the year of me finishing Wheel of Time because I've been using a few years on purpose. So yeah, gonna finish this up. So it was perfect. This is like in January though, so if this is in January, this is perfect because it's the first month of the year, starting off strong with like my goals for that year. And yeah, I will probably do the audiobook for this one because I've been doing that for like basically all of them except the first one because I am enjoying them a lot, okay? The next challenge for January is called Seasonal Depression. Choose a book with a person of color main character and with mental health representation. And for this one I have chosen Black Girl Unlimited by Echo Brown. The main character is obviously black, and the seems like they also have depression as what I read about it to find something for this prompt, and I heard a lot about it this year and I'm really excited to read it. So I was just like, sure, I will pick this up for this prompt. I don't have it yet and I haven't ordered it yet because it's all the way in January and I'm poor right now. So yay, that is what I'm going to read. Haven't read more about the synopsis, but hopefully I will enjoy this and I'm really excited to pick it up because yay, this is just perfect excuse to pick up one of the books that I wanted to pick up. Next challenge for January is called Hot Drinks. Choose a book from your TBR list with a random number generator. And I haven't done this yet because I wanted it to do with you. My TBR is pretty big. I have like 400 plus books there. So I'm gonna just actually take a number generator with all of them. It doesn't say that you need to do all the books in your TBR, so you can choose out some you want to read the most and then number generate those. I think the exactly same prompt last Got a Thing for season, but that's totally fine. These are kind of fun though. I will pick anything I get, I swear, as long as I have not already picked it for something else here. And also if it's like the third book in the series, because I write out all the books on my TBR, I will pick up like the first or the second one if I haven't read those before, because I don't want to read the third book if I haven't read the other ones. Logically. Okay, let's see. So let's do this. I have 428 books on my TBR right now, but I don't remember if I updated it lately. Either way, let's go. I got 77. Can you see this? Yay. So let's see what 77 is. I'm so organized, I have so many book lists so that I always know. Oh, I went past it. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to. I really don't want to. But I was just going to say that it is kind of ordered by when I purchased books. So like the ones above would most likely be like the oldest ones on my TBR. Not all, because I did restart it at some point. But then at least the latest ones are the newest ones. 77 is pretty far up and I do not want to read it. This is actually like the 8th book, if I'm not incorrect. My voice is cracking. In the True Blood series, or Saki's Stockhouse as it's called. I read the first one years ago, and yes, I have watched the series, but I do not remember a single thing. So now I need to make a decision if I'm gonna read the first one again or the second one to actually continue the series. But I don't actually remember anything for the first one. I guess I just need to reread that one, and then I guess I need to prompt myself to actually finish the series this time around. I had like the first 8 to 10 books in Norwegian, and I'm not gonna get it now because it's like on the top of my shelf behind a bunch of books because I've hidden it away because I don't want to look at them because I think the editions I have is ugly. I cannot believe I picked this, but I have to do it. But yeah, I will obviously not be reading the 8th one in the series, but I promise read a True Blood book because that was what I was picked. I swear. I do not want to. I'm gonna scream. I feel like I give up on that series, but I'm the kind of person who never actually give up completely on something, at least book-wise. The last challenge for January is called Power Nap. Choose a sci-fi book by a black author with a black main character. For this one, I chose The Weight of Our Stars by K. Ancrum. This one I have been wanting to read since I read The Wicker King. I always forget the title, and now I can't find the book with my eyes because I'm confused. And I know that this is by a black author. It's probably by black main characters. And I'm very excited. I don't know what more to say. I should actually pick this for a prompt in the last God of Thing for season because I failed on that one since I didn't pick this one because I was between 2 books and I picked the wrong one. That didn't fit my prompt really, but now's the time to finally pick this book up and I'm very excited. So now we're in February, and February is Black History Month, at least in America, and it's most likely going to be maybe another round of Blackathon, question mark, I do not know as I'm filming this, but yeah, I will definitely be participating in Blackathon, and if it's not, then yeah, I'm still gonna read as many black books, if only black books, in the whole month of February anyway. So yeah, all these are designed as that because I did tell my best friend that, and other people who does this should also anyway read more books by black authors, etc. So let's go. The first challenge is called Listen. Choose a LGBTQ plus book with a black author and a black main character that is not set in the United States. I had a pick for this. That was a fantasy, and then I realized that the fantasy was actually urban fantasy, so they were actually in the United States. So I screamed and I needed to find something else. But yeah, I have 2 picks for this, and I've done this before where like I haven't decided which one I want to pick up the most yet. But yeah, so I'm gonna just tell you both of them and then I will pick either of them. Took some research to like 5 books not set in the United States that has LGBT and it's written by a black author. I think like there's a lot of picks for this, but a lot of them are set in the United States. I struggle finding fantasies because I'm an idiot. So if anyone has recommendations for fantasies, because they're usually, you know, set in magical lands or whatever, then please do. I feel like I should have done more research for this, and I feel like there are definitely more picks for this, but I struggle with finding them. So if you know, please tell me. I would love for more recommendations for this in general. Obviously, I'm only going to read 1 book for this prompt, but I would love more picks in the future because I want to read more. Yeah, the ones I found at least was An Unkindness of Ghosts by River Solomon. I heard about River Solomon for a long while, but wanted to pick up the books at some point anyway. And I thought Unkindness of Ghosts for some reason, I don't know, I knew it was a fantasy. But yeah, it's apparently a sci-fi. They're on a ship in space, so they're definitely not in the United States. All the characters are queer. So I think it fits really well. And yeah, I already have this on audio, so I actually most likely will pick up this one. But I also have The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. This one is set in the UK, so it also fits for the prompt, and yeah, it is queer as well. So I have 2 picks. I said so like 14 times there. I'm really sorry. The next challenge is called BLM or Black Lives Matter. Choose a LGBTQ plus book with a black author and a black main character that is set in the United States. So this one was a bit easier because I feel like a lot of them are set there. Not that it's saying there's not other books that's not set there, but like most of the books on my TBR is set in the United States. That's what I meant to say, because they're just the easiest, I guess, to find, which is a bad excuse. Please recommend me more books. For this one, I chose Date Me, Bryson Keller by Kevin 1Y. This one has a black author, pretty sure he is queer, and it follows these 2 boys that starts dating, and one of them has been dating like a new one every week or so, and then will these 2 stay together? I'm very excited to read this. And yeah, it's set in the United States, I hope. What if it was not? What if the one book I chose was actually not set in the United States? If it is not, I will probably have other picks that month to like pick instead. I am just laughing if that like that one book was not set. I'm pretty sure it was. I did check this when I made this TBR, but it's been a while now, so my brain is like, what happened. Yeah, if you read this book and it's not set there, please tell me, so like I can pick something else and we will cover that in a wrap up. Either way, I really want to read this. And yeah, the third challenge for February is called Proud. Choose a book with a black author and a black main character where the cover is your favorite color. My favorite color is Forever Purple, and I found this one called The Sound of Stars by Alicia. As you can see, it's very purple, it's queer too, and black author obviously, and black main character. So yeah, this one covered all the prompts and I'm very excited for this. It didn't have to be queer for this prompt though, but like, yeah, it looks really pretty and I'm really excited to pick it up when it gets there. February is a long time until, so I haven't ordered it yet, obviously. And the last challenge for Gotta Think for season, winter, is important. Choose a contemporary book with a black author and a black main character that was released in 2019 or 2020. So a new release then, and for this one I have chosen Dear Justice by Nick Stone. This one came out now this fall and I'm very excited to pick it up. I don't have a copy yet. Apparently I didn't have a copy of a lot of these books. I suck. I was gonna read this anyway, by the way, because I really enjoyed all of Nick Stone's books. And this is kind of the sequel to Dear Martin, which I really liked and read earlier this year, I believe. I can't even remember. So yeah, I'm really excited to read it. I think it's like companion, sequel. I don't know, they belong together at least. And yeah, that is all the books that I'm picking up. As you could tell maybe, or if you were not thinking about it at all, like February had a lot of focus on black stories and that's really important. Of course there was a lot of like LGBT representation for the first two challenges, etc. But of course there's many more diversities that is important to cover, not just queer stories. Other neurodivergent stories is also important, so just keep that in mind. Just like that, these challenges are just like prompts. You can still pick up other kind of diversities outside this, of course. So this is just an encouragement. I don't want anyone to think that this is the only way to be diverse. Like there's so many more ways to do it, and that you should keep those other ways in mind too, like different kind of diversities in religions or disabilities, etc. There's many more ways to do it. I will keep them in mind too when trying to find my picks for February in general, or of course other months in the year. There's so many. I don't know what I'm saying. I just wanted to have a note about that. That's all. That is it for this video. We've literally had 3 of the books like here, and then True Blood is all the way over there, so fuck that. A lot of books is coming in then, if you can't tell. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will join me for these challenges. They're all down below, and you will see me soon in a new one. Bye! Thank you so much for watching.